Hi there, I'm Rob Palandri. Thank you for watching our wine series from Churchview Vineyard, located in Margaret River, Western Australia. If you've got a few minutes to spare, I just wanted to give you a life skill, and that is we can lead you through how to taste, assess, appreciate and enjoy the wines that you're going to buy. First, a small investment in your wine enjoyment. I'd always recommend a tulip-shaped glass, white or red wine. If you're going to put them in the dishwasher, you might be better off with a stemless glass like this one. This is a sparkling wine glass, obviously. And lastly, a decanter for breathing red wines. These products are reasonably readily available, and they're from a company called Plum. That's Plumm. And I'd highly recommend them. Now let's look at the basics of wine tasting. You each have 5 senses: the sense of touch, the sense of hearing, the sense of smell, taste, and sight. With wine, there's only really 3 senses involved. That is visual or sight, smell, and taste. And let me demonstrate how those 3 senses that you will have show you how to enjoy wine. You are all unique individuals in your ability to smell and taste wine. This is driven by your parents' DNA in you. However, don't be afraid to form your own opinions on what you like in wine. To give you the basics, there's 4 S's. That is sight, to give you the colour, and then a swirl and smell, to give you the bouquet. Lastly, sip, to give you the taste. If you remember those 4 basics, you're well on the way to enjoying your wine. Let's look at colour. Here are 2 wines from Churchview, both Chardonnays, but there's a difference in age. This one is 2019. Lovely, light, straw colour, perfect for its age. Here's a wine that's actually 9 years old. It's still a Chardonnay, but look what's happened. It's gone more golden and it's showing its age. Here's a rosé, obviously pretty typical strawberry type colour. Then we go on to the reds. This is a red, both Cabernets, both from Margaret River. This one's 2017, this one's 2010. You should be able to see quite a distinct browning on the right-hand wine. And this is what happens with colour as wines age. The next of the 4 S's is actually the swirl and smell. Let the bouquet or the smell come to you. Each grape has a totally different smell, whether they're white or red. With white grapes, you tend to get this spectrum of flavours that goes from quite herbaceous, quite green, goes through to flowery, goes through to white fruits, and then yellow and orange fruits. With reds, it's slightly different, of course. We go more from light red or strawberry through to maybe cranberry, still light red, red cherry, and then we move more into the darker reds, and then we move on to the really black fruits like black plum, black cherry, blackberry, black currant, and so on. So they're the sort of smells that you will get from either white or red wine. The last of the 4 S's is sip. Now, we generally refer to it as taste, but what I suggest that you do is you take a small amount of the wine in your mouth and you leave it in your mouth and you actually roll it around your tongue for about 6 or 7 seconds, and then you can swallow. And what that does, it'll have some impressions on your palate. Your palate has 5 basic tastes. That is sweetness, sourness, saltiness, bitterness, and umami. Now, in the wine business, we don't really talk about sourness. We talk about acidity because wines have acidity. We don't really talk about saltiness. We talk rather savoury. Generally, wines are not bitter. If you're drinking beer, that's a different story. But generally, wines are not bitter. And umami, which is the last and the 5th taste, unless it's an older style wine that has a bit of maturity, you won't really taste umami. Umami as a basic example, is more that soy flavour. Now, what you're looking for when you put that wine in your mouth, 6-7 seconds, and swallow, is balance. You're looking for a balance of the sweetness of the fruit, the acidity, the savouriness, and the long, clean, dry finish. As a basic tip to assess wine quality, the better the balance, the more intensity, the longer the finish, the better quality the wine will be, and generally at a higher price. Thank you for watching the Churchview Vineyard Wine Series, and please keep enjoying your wines.